Hello Sagittarius, I'm Becky from Northern Star Tarot, and this is your monthly reading for the month of December. Happy birthday for those that have a birthday this month. Please check out the description for the disclaimer and any information about the tarot decks that I use today, or the Oracle cards. If you're here, please say hi below. The more I connect with you guys and the more I interact with you guys, the stronger my connection will become. The better it'll be to tap into your energy. Okay, let's see. It's coming up Sagittarius in December. What's in the past? Three out there. We've got autumn. Release the old and rest. Stay rooted and grounded and track down your fears and desires. Let's see what we've got as future energy. Spring and Sage. So see your seed grow, be devoted and committed. Leave your fire energy there. So we're channeling in fire energy at the moment. Right, okay, sorry, find somewhere to put these. Damn it, I've run out of space. Sorry, my video went off then. Right, we're all back on and good. Just making sure I've got the space there. Okay, so as a past energy, we've got autumn coming up. I love here that we've got autumn, and then in the past, we've got the present, and in the future, we've got spring. So I feel like this is kind of setting a timeline here. It's not normally something that I would suggest, but just with spring being where it is, I'm saying this reading could potentially play out over that time period. It could also just be the characteristics of autumn and spring. So in the past, we've got release the old and rest, and this is like, it's shedding that extra baggage, kind of like the leaves coming off a tree. It's just having that pause from whatever has been going on in your life, decluttering, getting rid of it all, so you can make way for the new seasons, or the following seasons, when we start to flourish again. So I know I'm jumping through the middle here. I'll get back to that in a minute. But just looking at this sort of timeline, this is like clearing out the old, and then it's kind of like clearing the weeds, but of your life. So just clearing out the weeds of your life so that you have nice fresh ground on which to plant the seeds that you want to grow, to head in the direction that you want to. Especially coming up with the Sage as well, being devoted and committed. That is feeling very much devoted and committed to your goal, to your project, whatever that may be. Could be in a relationship, could be in your finances, in your career. But there's definitely a period of change here. I feel like it's kind of gearing up towards something in spring. So here we've got the Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded, and the Hunter, track down your fears and desires. I love this card. I love this idea that if you figure out what your fears are, it will lead you to your desires. which makes sense if you think about it, that if you know your fears and you can eliminate your fears, then your desires will be easier to reach. And it is going to take hard work to build whatever it is that you're building. You've got the Earth Guardian there just urging you to stay with your feet firmly on the ground. I'm going to have a read of that one. I'm still getting used to this Oracle deck. I've had him out a few times, but I don't want to miss anything for you. Okay, take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before you proceed further. Breathe, relax, connect with your center, then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds, which it actually says here, see your seeds grow. To plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. Well, that just kind of summed that entire reading up, really, didn't it? I think especially with the hunter here, I mean, a hunter uses skill and plans ahead. They don't just go diving into it, do they? So, I mean, I think this Earth Guardian just overarches all of this story of taking time to rest and making sure that you focus on the right things, focus on the things that are going to grow, not put energy into things that are not going to grow. So take that as that resonates in whatever area of your life that it resonates with. Right, I'll get some clarifiers because I think that's very nice. In fact, I'm going to have a quick read of Sage as well. I actually haven't had him out to my knowledge. There are tons of S's in this one. And of course I'm going backwards and it's at the beginning of them. Be willing to go the whole road and back again. This will allow you to be the best you can possibly be. Devotion is a powerful energy. Right now, angels and ancestors want to acknowledge how committed you are to your growth. Your continued dedication to this aspect of your life has been recognized, and your understanding that you are not only a body but also a soul is all you need to continue growing and expanding. Interesting that I do weekly elemental readings as well, and expanding was a big theme in that for this coming week. So I half expect to see that running throughout the zodiac signs also. The energy of oneness is offering itself to you now. It's important you take some time and integrate it all so that you can be supported and guided by it. This is what the divine wants for you. Make a note of experiences or teachers making themselves known to you at this time, because you are going to share those teachings one day too. So, like I said, I think that supports this, and it's feeling to me like a project. It's feeling to me more like a career based. It could also be a relationship that you're building. It is a general reading, so apply it to whatever is going on in your life that makes sense to. Of course, if it doesn't fit, that's fine. Let's see, what shall we use for autumn? I really want to use this deck as much as possible this month, because look at it, it's like the most Christmassy deck ever, and it's all pagan-y looking. So yeah, this was the first ever deck that I bought. This was the start of my journey, this deck. Sagittarius energy. Why is autumn there? Where's autumn in the past? You want to come out strength, well, the crone, which is strength in the normal card, and that is a Leo card. It's Leo energy, a shared fire sign. It's having the strength to release the things that aren't serving you. Having the strength to walk away or to shed the old. And the new is always scary. Oh, wow. Okay. We have a tower moment. That's when everything comes crashing down. No wonder you've had to have strength. And I think for some of you, it's probably you who started this tower moment. It's probably you on one of these horses that was just so unhappy with how your life was that you just demolished it just to start again. And this, I mean, this is either the want or this is what you have. This is a solid family support system. So, I mean, that's what I feel like it is in this reading. It could also be that this is why you brought this tower down. Maybe, you know, that came crashing down because this is the dream. This is what you want, the seed that you want to sow. That's the eventual outcome that you're aiming for. To me, it feels more like a support system. It feels like you've got a loving, strong family and they've helped you through this moment. And your own inner strength as well. Right, let's see. But no. Fenestra is calling me. Let's see. Sorry about all the shuffling. It is a necessary part of the energy transfer. I tend to go with what deck is asking to be used. Why is Earth Guardian and Hunter there? Otherwise I'd just pre-shuffle the ones that I knew I was going to use. Okay, we've got 4 cards out there. I think that will do. We've got the King of Wands. It's feeling very much like your energy here. 2 of Pentacles. Oh, sorry, I don't do upside down cards. Ace of Wands. A lot of fire energy. I knew there'd be some wands coming out here and some swords too. Look at that. So this is like getting a balance or a shift in balance in your life. There was an imbalance. It was like you were focusing on one area more than others. Oh God, I've got the tower underneath that as well. I'm going to start looking at that. The last few that I've looked at in the weekly elemental reading, looking at the bottom was relevant to what was going on. So that's the underlying energy that's coming through with this as well. It's this tower moment. That was such a... It feels like a life-changing event. It's definitely something that has had a massive... that's caused this shift. So the King of Wands is someone who is learned their trade, someone who is who can be a teacher. Like it's not necessarily in a career path. It could be someone who is just wise and like a sage, someone you go to for advice and information. But I'm feeling like this is your energy and you have learned all that you needed to from the previous situation, from the previous cycle. Now it's brought you back stronger. I think this is relating also to the keeping grounded to just make sure that you're not focusing too much on one area of your life and that you're balancing it. And interesting, we've got the Seven of Swords here, especially with the Hunter as well. So we've got the Ace of Wands, which is the Ace of Wands is like a new creative spark. It's a new energy. Oh, sorry, not the camera. It's a new energy that's coming in, and there's definitely some challenges with that, or challenging people. In fact, I'm going to have a look at that, because the Seven of Swords always kind of baffles me. It's quite a sneaky sort of card. It can be a bit sneaky. Considering a less than ethical solution, doing something that is not in line with your ideals. I think that's definitely something to be aware of. And maybe this is why we're also, why we've got the Earth Guardian there reminding you to stay grounded and make sure that you're acting in line with your morals and with your highest good. Your higher being, sorry. But there's definitely like a new creative energy here. But there's also a potential to... I'm hearing cheat. I kind of feel like cheating. There's definitely like a sneaky undertone there. So just be aware of that. Right, let's see what we've got in our future reading there. And I'm going to go with this one. I think this is the Woodlands deck. I love reading Sagittarius, I really do. Regardless of the reading, it always gives me sort of a rush. I get such a rush of energy. I think being a fire sign myself as an Aries, but Sagittarius are definitely the more sparky out of us fire signs. Okay, we've got Seven of Bows out there. There's our two sevens there. Clearance. This is clearing out again. This is clearing out the old so you can make way for the new. Wow, okay. Queen of Bows. So much of your energy out here, and we've now got a Queen and King of the same suit. So the bows in this are the same as the wands. There's so much fire energy coming in anyway, so much Sagittarian energy as well. This is definitely like standing in your season. Wow, okay. This is feeling like a death moment. Look at that. Okay, sorry, I'm going to explain them three in a minute. I'll quickly go through these. Yeah. Like I said, this is making a clearance so you can plant your seeds. This is weeding out the things that you don't want in your life so you can make room for stuff that you can grow. I'm feeling very much like spring. Something in spring is that's gonna be the timing for this. That's gonna be when whatever it is that you are planting the seeds for now, that's when it's gonna flourish. That's when it's gonna start opening up, start sprouting, start becoming what you want it to be. And the Queen of Bows, this is someone who this is having that energy that that is just filled with confidence and shining and letting other people see you and see your capabilities and abilities. Yeah, look at this as a reading. So we've got mourning and rebirth and jealousy. This is, together is feeling like the death card. Sorry about that. Right, so yeah, these two cards together are feeling very much like death. Death is like death of the old. It's autumn. It's the death of the old and rebirth of the new. And look at the difference here. It's also progressive as well. We've got 7 of vessels followed by the 8 of vessels. But if you notice in this one, water represents our emotion. And I see here that at some point, a situation was not emotionally fulfilling. Look how empty and dry that entire scene is. And now, with this rebirth, there's just a flood of emotions. And in a career sense, that could be just doing something that you're really passionate about and that you really enjoy. And then we've got some jealousy. I'm going to get some clarifiers for that. I mean, traditionally, the 3 of arrows or the 3 of swords is all about heartache and not necessarily current. It's the things that affected us. So, you know, when we're getting to know each other, like another person, and we tell them our little sob stories that we've had throughout life, that's what these are. It's like the stories that we tell, the things that burned us. But I am wondering if there is actually someone who's a little jealous of this, a little jealous of what you've got going on here, what you're growing, what you're achieving. I'm going to get a clarifier for that just to see. I didn't look at the bottom of that deck, did I? Failing. Queen of Vessels, so Queen of Cups. Whatever's going on in this future, it's a lot more emotionally involved than anything else here. And energy is fluid anyway, so even though this is past, present, future, it's a bit like the wind. You could be stood further down the street here, so you can feel this wind on your face, or you could be at the start here, a couple of streets away, and yet to get into this sort of energy. But the way I see it, it all kind of converges on the centre bit here. But there's definitely a lot more emotion going on here, a lot more feeling fulfilled. Okay, let's see. Thought for a second I'd use these ones. Where's the 3 of cups? 3 of arrows there. Okay. That's rather unhelpful cards. Just a couple, please. There's 3 of arrows in this reading for Sagittarius. Are you coming? Nope. I'm going to switch to this shuffle because it's just not having it. Queen of Wands. We've got 2 Queens of Wands out there. Someone is definitely jealous of your confidence right now. They see you shining. They see you succeeding. Queen of Coins. This is feeling like a person. These are 2 different people. This is your energy, Queen of Wands. And this is someone else. This is someone who is possibly quite financially driven. Could be male or female. Possibly an earth sign, which is Taurus, Capricorn, Oh, I've done it again. I keep forgetting one of the signs that goes in with this. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, isn't it? So possibly one of those, but I get the feeling that this is the person that's a bit jealous because they see you shining. They see you succeeding and getting the things that you want. And I feel like they tried to pull you down. They tried to pull you down and they can't understand why you're just basking in this light. So there you go, that's my clarifier for that. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords, which is all about rest again. There's that underlying energy of that again. Right, I'm going to pull one of these cards. I normally use the Angels and Ancestor cards to pull, which I'm now using in my spread. And these ones are the Sacred Spirit, and it's the most beautiful artwork I've seen, and I'm absolutely loving them. But they're very, very deep. I'm finding them very profound on a personal level. To me, it feels like a lot of inner guidance. So I'm enjoying using them as a sort of grouper for this. Okay. What's the final message coming through for Sagittarius for December? Oh God, why? Why? I'm going to take you. Living light energy, see the beauty in life. That's way too many. I'll just stick with that one. Let's have a read. I think for me, this is how it works, bringing in a new deck. So rather than reading through the book, because I don't absorb things like that, I learn by doing. And rather by just jumping in and stumbling and struggling, I think if I'm just pulling one card at a time, then I'll start getting to know the cards that way, and I can read through the book, get the full explanation for you, and it'll give me anchors then. Look at that artwork though, that's so beautiful. It's like the Tree of Life with all those graves underneath it. This is feeling like a rebirth too. See the beauty in life, spend time in nature. Understanding that everything is energy. The air we breathe, the elements, emotion, sound, animals, people, our thoughts. All of this is energy. Living light energy is positively charged and full of physical life, radiating its permanence throughout the universe. Cosmic and earth energy is all living light energy, as it stems from the celestial light source. All of creation, the cosmos, the Big Bang, the cosmos, Big Bang, cosmic Big Bang, struggling with words there again, and its remnants make up the wonderful and beautiful collective of living light energy. It is pure energy that vibrates at its original blueprint. While energy is transformed, transmuted and recycled across time, its living light energy hums its synchronicity with universal planning. All energy pulses its divine signature, with plants and animals also resonating with living light energy. The very state of their being, biologically unaltered, is an open receptacle to living light energy. With creation in all forms stemming from its divine beauty. Opening yourself to receive light energy requires only an open heart that wishes to be balanced and harmonized with universal flow and the divine source of all that is. Whole and complete, this energy now awaits you to integrate and unify your heart into an all-love energy. Currently, you may have discovered or reignited a passion It says for crystals and gemstones, water gardens, walking or hiking in nature and gardening, these beautiful energies are encouraging you to connect with living light energy, to open your heart to natural beauty and the breath of life. Right now, see the beauty in life. The simplicity of nature and its divine elegance will encourage you to reset your mind in the present moment. All energy is recycled. Know that now you are changing your attitude in life, soon to emerge from a deep slumber of transformation. Surround yourself with living energy such as plants, crystals or minerals to support your light body through this powerful transformation. And like I said, this is feeling like the Death card. There's so much transformation that has gone on from this period in the autumn and continuing on until the spring. And I feel like that echoes that rebirth that I was talking about. Right, I will just very quickly pull a Power Thought card. I don't even know if I need to with these anymore. I think this one is just kind of profound enough, but you know what, it's your birthday month. Let's see. I guess if you don't want one of these pulled, you could always turn off now. Just please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely drop me a hello message. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think I'm going to turn it off now. I am at peace with my sexuality. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. And I think that's the deeper message there, ignoring the sexuality part, but just generally loving yourself, standing in your own power, enjoying who you are. Okay, let's see what we got out there. It is safe to look within. As I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs, I see within myself a magnificent being, wise and beautiful. I love what I see in me. And I think that's what's best to stay focused on here, to stay focused on everything you've accomplished and everything you're going to accomplish with the changes that you made here. Okay, that's all from me, and hopefully I will see you next month. Please check back for the weekly elemental readings. I will be doing some stuff from Morocco this week as I go away, so it'll be interesting to see what energies I pick up in North Africa. Love and light to everyone. Bye now.